If you're struggling to figure out what you're gonna make for dinner tonight, look no further. Make this delicious, battered up fish and chips recipe with me. We're making everything from scratch, so stick with me.
We're gonna start off by making these fries. I got 5 Yukon Gold potatoes here, and I'm using this gadget to slice these potatoes up into perfect size fries. And we're gonna place these in water for about an hour to remove all of that excess starch. Trust me, you do not wanna skip this part.
At this point, we're gonna take a paper towel and we're gonna get these fries as dry as possible. We drained all that water. They were sitting in this bowl for about an hour, and that's just optimal time. If you need to do it faster, you certainly can, but you really want all that starch to get off. So when you drain the bowl, you're just gonna rinse them off again. Make sure all that water will turn nice and cloudy. We got all that starch in there. Now these are nice and dry. I'm using olive oil, that's all I got right now. So we're gonna olive oil these up. A little bit of oil, just gonna toss them, coat them up. Help get a nice crisp on them. And then we're gonna salt them up. Don't be scared with salt on fries. Trust me. It's more, you're gonna need more than you think if you're using your eyes. Toss them up. And now you can fry these in the pan like we just did with the fish. I'm gonna air fry them personally. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so my air fryer has a fry setting on it, and we're just gonna go on that. Looking at 400 degrees. Usually fries take about 12 minutes, and so we're gonna let this thing preheat up to temperature. Give it those 3 minutes, and we'll put it in at 12. All right, so now I'm not gonna cook up all these fries today, but hear that sizzle. These bad boys are ready. Gonna cook up about half of them. Now we're gonna close this up.
6 minutes into the cooking process, you're gonna shake those up, add a little more salt if needed, and then you're gonna let them finish up. Look at how beautiful those are.
All right, so we got our cod fillets here. And these are ready to go. I got them from Sam's Club. Nice size fillets, 2 pounds, 20 bucks. And now we're just kind of gonna figure out what pieces we want here. You obviously can cut it whatever size you'd like. That looks like a good size. A couple pieces here. I'm gonna freeze a lot of this. Obviously, I'm not gonna eat 2 pounds of fish in a day. This fish looked real good. All they had was cod. I love me some walleye. Salmon's good as well. But yeah, we're gonna fry up these pieces.
And now for the batter. I'm going in with 1/2 cup of flour, as well as 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of whole milk. And then we're gonna begin to whisk that together until it's nice and combined.
One of the most important parts of your batter is gonna be your seasoning. We're gonna season this batter up. Now, you can really season it with whatever you please. You could obviously just go with some Old Bay. You could go with salt, pepper, garlic, onion. Now, I'm choosing to kind of make my own mixture here. So we're going in with a teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper for a little bit of heat. Now, like I said, feel free to use whatever seasonings you want on this. This is just a real nice mixture. Very crucial that you season up your batter. I'm gonna season it up, whisk that up. And we're also gonna go in there with a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. And by the end, pretty much just looks like mac sauce. Just whisk that up, make sure you don't have any clumps in there.
And now we're gonna go down with probably a 1/2 cup of flour, and we're gonna spread that out. And we gotta put that fish in there, make sure it's nice and coated in the flour. This will help ensure that the batter sticks to it. I'm telling you guys, if you do not flour your fish before you batter it up, it is not gonna stay on. It's not gonna come out crispy like you want it. So always flour your fish before you dunk it in the batter. And we're just gonna do the same exact process for all of this fish. We're just gonna dunk it in there one after another. And guys, this batter smells absolutely delicious. All that seasoning, and I'm telling you, it comes out so delicious with a nice kick of heat from that cayenne pepper. After that fish is all battered up, we're gonna go into our stainless steel pan, fill it up with about a 1/2 inch of oil, and we're gonna pan fry this fish. Look at how that sizzles. You're gonna wanna get this oil up to 365 degrees. No hotter, no colder. Definitely wanna make sure it's around that 365. It burns quick, I'm telling you. 365 will ensure you get that nice internal temp, and fish doesn't take very long to cook. 2 to 3 minutes per side, and if it's a thicker chunk, maximum 4 minutes per side. But you'll know you want that fish to be 135 internal. Look at how delicious that is. Another crucial step is to make sure that you're frying in batches, and that goes for anything, chicken, fish. You want to make sure you fry in batches, because if you overcrowd the pan, it drops the oil temperature and that's not going to cook right. Look at how delicious and flaky golden that crust came out. Now we're going to start on the tartar sauce. We're going to dice up some dill pickles very finely and put them into a bowl, and then we're going to go ahead and also add in a tablespoon of white onion, and we're gonna mince up some parsley and add a couple tablespoons in there. The full recipe is gonna be in the description as well for everything else. 1 cup of mayo is going in. We're gonna mix that up together until nice and combined. We're gonna add in some black pepper, a little bit of sugar, and some lemon juice, and mix that up. And that is the whole tartar sauce recipe. It's time to plate, and we're gonna go down with our 4 delicious pieces of flaky cod, as well as a heaping amount of fries and that delicious homemade tartar sauce. I'm telling you guys, you gotta try this out.
Wow, guys, take a look at that. Abso-freaking-lutely delicious. Now, I haven't tried it all out yet. Let's try out a fry. Absolutely perfect. I mean, not focusing, but it's a perfect fry. Yukon Gold potatoes. No cornstarch. You don't need cornstarch, guys. I'm telling you. If you have more time too, you could par cook them, boil them up for about 4 minutes, and then they fry so much quicker. You can also freeze them, fry them again the next day. Actually frying them instead of air frying is gonna give them a lot more crunch, but hey, these are perfect. Next, let's fish. Look at that. Wow. And it's perfect tartar sauce. And trust me, you can skip out on this. It wasn't that hard to make, but of course they sell tartar sauce at the store, so you certainly don't need to make that. If you're gonna skip out on any of this, skip out on the tartar sauce. Let's dip it in there, try it out. Amazing. Fish and chips is just an iconic recipe, and I always try to get it if I'm near the water, near the lake, near the ocean. Nice white flaky meat fish. Guys, try this out for yourself. If you don't like seafood, fry up some chicken, make some fries. If not, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, check out some other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.